Guess who's back? Your girl is officially back. I'm super excited to be finally back for real because I just feel like I've been missing. I've been missing in action. Like I haven't been taking y'all places, and I'm so sorry. I want to say like from the bottom of my heart, I'm so sorry. I had a lot of like technical issues happening. I had to get a new laptop because uploads were just being very, very difficult. So from the bottom of my heart, I am so sorry. But I'm back. I'm ready to fill you guys in. Make sure that you like, comment, share, and subscribe because we're going to get right into it. We're going to get right into it because I missed y'all. The last time you guys really saw me for real, like outside, was Antigua Carnival 2025. And we had a ball. We had a ball. I just want to say we had a ball. I made friends. Like it was such a vibe. Antigua was beautiful. I got sunburnt, but Antigua was beautiful. So we're gonna do like a full-on rundown, guys, of the function. Like we're going to do a full-on rundown. So I just want to let you guys know this video is gonna be a little struggly, but we're gonna get through it. I am probably going to pop clips and videos and things like that in between me talking so that you guys will have the full view of what took place while I was in Antigua. So guys, I traveled to Antigua on July 31st and it was a Thursday. Now, I want to say that traveling to Antigua was so horrible. I just want to say 0 stars. I would never recommend. I'll break it down for you guys. So I had a connecting flight, and for those of you who have watched previous vlogs, you know a girl does not do connecting flights. I don't do it. I hate it. And this just kind of solidified it for me, the reason why I hate it. So I did a connecting flight. I booked through this company that was like very similar to Expedia, very similar to Priceline, like that kind of company. And so I booked, and my first flight was at like 7 something, and it was with Spirit, and it was supposed to go to Santo Domingo, DR. I landed in Santo Domingo at around, I want to say it was maybe like 9. Don't quote me. It's probably like around 9:30 ish. And when I landed, I was supposed to, I had a carry-on bag. So that's a number one thing to remember. I had a carry-on bag, so I did not have to like go back, pick up my bag, go through customs, any of that stuff. So I got off the plane. I did have to go through customs and with my carry-on bag, and I had to recheck back in to a different airlines called Sky High Aviation. They have smaller planes that go to Antigua. So my second flight was at 11:20 from Santo Domingo straight to Antigua. I should have reached Antigua around 1:30. And I got to the check-in counter to check back in to my other flight. I got to my check-in counter probably around maybe like 10:15. So that's giving me like roughly about like an hour, right, before boarding. It shouldn't have taken that long. I had a check-in bag. Like I said, it was very easy. Like it should have been an easy transition. And that's not how it turned out. So by the time I got to the check-in counter, the supervisor for Sky High Aviations was saying basically that I couldn't get on the flight, like the flight was closed. Now, I don't know about you guys, I have never heard of a flight being closed 1 hour prior to leaving the to go to the next destination. I have never heard of that. I live in Miami. I live by one of the busiest airports, an international airport, Miami International Airport, and you are able to, if you have 1 hour before your flight is supposed to leave, you can get through TSA and everything within that 1 hour. So it just wasn't making sense to me. And no one spoke English. So that just kind of frustrated me even more because I couldn't communicate to these people. So I got on the phone and I contacted the company that I booked through because I had also purchased like a travel, it was kind of like a travel protection thing through them that was supposed to help me. So I contacted them and the lady is just like, okay, well, we need to figure out why they're not letting you get on the flight. I don't see that the flight is closed. We need to figure out what's going on. So they can't communicate. I can't communicate. So basically, I'm there for like 20 minutes and I'm not getting like any response from anybody. The people at Sky High are just telling me the same thing. I can't get on the flight. And now they're telling me that my next flight out of Santo Domingo would have been the following Tuesday. Mind you, this is Thursday. Carnival is like in full effect this or for that upcoming week. And Tuesday, I basically was leaving on Wednesday to travel back home. So that was not accommodating to me at all. So I said, well, okay, do you have any other flights, any other companies that I can go to? No, no one would help me. So I asked for a supervisor with the company that I booked through. By the time they called me back, I was kind of like doing my own thing because I had realized I now had missed the flight, now needed to figure out what my next move was going to be. So I was very struggling. I started to cry in the airport. Like it was just so, it was a disaster. I called my dad. I texted my sister, my brother-in-law. I'm like, listen, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Like at that point, I was in full on panic mode. I hadn't eaten. I had 2 hours of sleep. Like I was literally in full on panic mode, and it was just a disaster. And so everyone is like looking for flights for me. Everybody's trying to help me figure this out. By this time, the company had called me back, but I was literally like in the middle of talking to people, trying to like figure out my way out of here. So I like, it's now like 1 something, 1:30. I think I ended up like looking at my phone and just refreshing Google Flights. I just kept refreshing. Like I was on the phone with my dad and I'm just here like refreshing Google Flights with my dad, trying to figure out what to do. Can I get to Miami and then travel back to Antigua? Like what can I do? So I refreshed around 1:30 something, and we see a flight that is supposed to it's supposed to connect in the British Virgin Islands, and then it's supposed to go from the British Virgin Islands to Antigua. And it would have landed today, just at a later time. The flight was literally at like 2:30. So I literally had, again, 1 hour to get this together, but it would not let me purchase the flight online. So my dad is like, okay, we'll go to the counter where the company is, the airline is. So I'm like, okay, whatever, I'm here. So I end up that I had to pay for another flight out of there, and it cost me a lot of money, guys. It cost me a lot. Right now, I'm still in dispute with my bank. I'm still in dispute with the company that I purchased my tickets through because I need my money back. Like, I paid double the price to get there. I paid the same exact price that to get there is what I paid to come back on a direct flight. So I got through on the flight. It was very difficult. Again, no one spoke Spanish. No one kind of helped to navigate me through all of the lines and things like that. I really had to kind of just tell people like, hey, my flight's boarding right now. I need to get through this line. And that was the only way that I got through because no one was like there to be any sort of help or any sort of resource for me. So it was really, really bad. I I don't think I ever want to see the Dominican Republic ever again. Like, it was just horrible customer service, very, very bad. So I had a company that was supposed to, I had already booked a company that was supposed to pick me up from the airport. And so I had to call them and tell them, like, hey, I know you guys are expecting me there at 1. Sorry, I'll be there after 5. The rest of the flights were so good. I got off of the plane at the British Virgin Islands, and there was a guy waiting to take, it was 3 of us, me and 2 other girls. They were also going to Antigua, and so someone was waiting right there to get us through the lines, make sure that we make it on that next flight. Our first flight was delayed to get to British Virgin Islands, so the second flight was kind of just waiting on us. And so we had to, like, there was someone there waiting for us, trying to help us get through it. Much easier than the DR, and I'm so grateful. Like, that experience was so much better. Finally make it to Antigua, like, after 6. And everything else was good. Like, the driver was good. You know, he was telling me about all the, like, local spots and, like, things to do. And so, you know, I was like, at that point, I was comfortable. By the time I got to the hotel, I was like, oh, I'm here. Because the hotel was beautiful, guys. The hotel was beautiful. I think I have clips and stuff of the hotel, so I will insert that here. The hotel was beautiful. The only downside that I could say to the hotel is that there was, and I mean, it's the island, so it is what it is. There was a lot of, like, hills and stuff. My room was extremely far from, like, the dining hall and things like that. So me walking from my room to, like, the beach or the dining hall or the pool was just, it was probably, I want to say, not even an exaggeration, maybe a 10 to 12-minute walk. My room was beautiful. I had a suite. I don't think I took any videos, but I had a suite that was, it was kind of like a little bungalow. It had a patio that was overlooking the ocean. So it was absolutely beautiful. I know I have clips of my view. It's called Hawksbill Resort. It's an all-inclusive, so I did not have to pay for food. I did not have to pay for drinks. So I'm gonna say, starting here, we're rating my hotel experience. I'm going to rate it, I would probably say a 9 out of 10. I'm gonna rate it a 9 out of 10. The only reason I take off the 1 point, the distance for how long I had to walk from one place to the next. Also, the the food was good. I'm not going to say the food was bad. The food was good. They did have different varieties. So they would have fish, they would have chicken, they would have a veggie option. Like, after a couple of days of being there, it was very repetitive. That's the only 2 things, guys, that I can say about the hotel. It was absolutely so good. I recommend Hawksbill so much. The people, the customer service was amazing. Everyone was so nice. They helped me check in. They helped me find taxis, guys. My struggle, I would say my struggle of the trip was taxis. So Friday, I had to go pick up, oh my carnival costume, had to go pick up my Juve package. I had to go pick up, like, I had errands to run on the road. I also needed cash because, paying the like tipping and things like that, paying the taxi drivers. So I also needed cash. So I had to go to an ATM for that. And then I also needed to purchase a ticket for an upcoming party. So normally, guys, and I had all this planned. What I did not have planned, what I didn't have on my radar was this extra flight that I had to pay for. And so that kind of, it dampened the trip a little bit because it took away from my expenses. So originally I had all these plans to, do all of these things. I wanted to go to Bermuda. So there were so many things that I wanted to do and I couldn't do for the sake of, expenses. And of course, we're badly on a budget. So I had to budget accordingly. And so when I got there, I linked up with the people that I had met through our Antigua group chat. Shouts out to my girls. You guys were amazing. They were telling me like what parties and what spots they were going to. And that's how I was kind of like maneuvering. I wasn't really trying to go based off of like what I had pre-planned. Like I'm just going based off of tell me based off of y'all experience where the best parties are. And so there was a party, I can't remember the name of it now. I want to say I think it was called Rise. It was supposed to be like a Juve kind of vibe. So on my Friday, I had to pick up Juve package and my carnival costume. I went to go pick up my Juve package. It was very easy peasy. Like it was so quick. It was magical, great. We played Juve with caution. Caution was great. The only thing that I can say, like there weren't any like goodies. Like I didn't like my cup that I got for Juve. There wasn't like a whole lot of like great goodies, but whatever. We moved. It was for the vibes. Caution for Juve was a vibe. A vibe. I will flip to that footage. It's currently 3:27 a.m. and we technically were supposed to meet up on the road at like 1 a.m. I didn't go to bed till like after 10, so 1 a.m. for me is just not happening. I literally just woke up like maybe like 20 minutes ago and rolled out of bed and got ready. So this is like my caution gear. I did cut my shirt terribly, so don't judge. I made it into like a little crop top kind of thing, and I have a swimsuit underneath. I have my thigh bag, if you guys could see it. I have my thigh bag with my fan. The second thing I did was go to Mist headquarters to go pick up my carnival costume. Now, I will say that it was a tremendously long line. I'm going to say that it was a lot of disorganization. And for that reason, Miss, I'm gonna have to rate you guys. I'm going to give Miss 7.5 to 8 out of 10. Because again, the disorganization was very, very crazy. I had to end up going back to mass camp. So Monday wear when I went to Miss headquarters was not ready. And it just frustrated me because it was so far from where their headquarters was so far from my hotel. So it was very, very frustrating knowing that I was going to have to go back to them. When I got my stuff, one of the things that I did like is that I wasn't sure if like my pieces were going to fit. They had an area where you could change and go see a seamstress. My feathers are still fully intact. They came back intact. So yeah, I will say that um, Miss got serious, serious points for their costumes being absolutely flawless, absolutely amazing. It was my picking up experience. Very disorganized, very disheveled, but my costume was beautiful. I absolutely loved it.